This is a weird combination video. It is my weekly update on the 12-week year. It's also a video on why private equity sucks and is destroying the world. Oh, and there's free stuff. All right. So welcome. My name's Eva, and this is my week 3 update of the 12-week year. So go over my goals, sleep habits, more movement, and growing my channel. So easy one. I uploaded 2 videos this week. Tomorrow, I'm going to work on the 2 videos for the coming week. I have no idea what the topics are going to be, but I'll figure it out. The only thing I've planned tomorrow besides the videos, I have to go to CVS to buy the cushion things for my sneakers and make roast beef. So the cushion things lead us into movement. And I did walk a lot this week. Easter Sunday, I was on my feet the entire day, cooking and entertaining. I love entertaining. I need to entertain more. You know what? Who knows? Maybe that'll be the next 12-week thing. You know, I love putting people together who don't really know each other and seeing them, become friends and obviously the people in my life are very similar temperaments, but a lot of them have wonderfully different backgrounds, so I do love that. And I love to cook and feed a crowd, and that's the ethnic in me. So by the time everything was done Sunday night, I was exhausted. Luckily Monday was a remote day. So I woke up by a Charlie horse to end all Charlie horses in my right calf. Oh my God, the pain. I've had them before, never like this. This was the worst one ever. And so I'm lying in bed and I'm trying to stretch my leg, but I can't because I'm in pain. And honestly, I don't know how long it lasted. It could have been 20 seconds. It could have been 14 years. I don't know. I just know it seemed like an eternity. I actually started crying at one point, and finally I'm able to stretch it, and it sort of stopped. It still hurt for a few days afterwards. So for full transparency, this Charlie horse was my own fault. I was on my feet all day. I pretty much drank a bottle of Prosecco all by myself over the course of 6 hours. It wasn't, just cooking and I did not have one drop of water. So I was completely dehydrated. My busy weeks at work are bi-weekly. So of course, this was a bi-weekly work week, busy week. So Tuesday, I had to be in the city. And we had to finish early on top of everything else because we had an after-work event, which I have to tell you was a lot of fun. Now, I claim I'm not really a big drinker, and I'm not. But it turns out I'm not a drinker when I'm paying. Since someone else was paying, let the vodka flow. However, this time I was a lot smarter and I drank water also. And then a group of us ended up at a rooftop bar with a view of New York City that was just breathtaking. And at that point, since now, I was paying for my own drinks, I had just one. And I made it to the train, sobered up on the ride home. And according to my app, I did walk way over 10,000 steps that day. So that was great. And, I was up pretty late. I had to be up at the butt crack of dawn the next day to go back into the city, make it to work on time. And it is another busy day, followed by another after work event. This time I only drank water. That was it, nothing else. I get home late-ish and had to be back into the city on Thursday. And I did get 10,000 more steps in that day. So I'm exhausted and I'm not young anymore. And pretty much next to the owner of our company, I'm like the oldest one there. So worked all day, was able to leave a little early, which meant I would have been able to catch the express train. Very excited. So I'm like running to the subway. It's pulling into the station. And yes, I make it. So on the train, and we get to 96th Street and are kicked off because there is a disabled train at 145th Street. And just an FYI, every time I've been stuck on the subway, it's because of something that's happened at 145th Street. Just saying. All right, so I'm exhausted. I'm hot. I'm tired. I'm stuck at 196th Street, and I'm standing on a platform with me and like 100 of my closest friends. I just want to go home. I just want to get into bed. Finally, another train shows up, and we're able to get on. And of course, the train is crowded, and I have to stand for 140 blocks. I then go to my other train that I take home, and I finally get home. I literally, I made myself an egg. I decided to, lie down for a half hour. And 1 hour later, I get up, I kiss my son goodnight. I then slept for 13 hours. I would get up to use the bathroom, but fall right asleep, which never happens to me. Never. I usually am then up for an hour. So yeah, 13 hours of sleep. So Saturday, which is today when I'm filming this, it's actually after midnight. So I came close to my 10,000 steps today because my son and I went for a nice walk tonight after it poured, after thunderstorms, along the water by our house. You know, I hardly saw him this week, and he's such a great kid. I truly enjoy spending time with him. He's smart. He's funny. I love spending time with this boy. So with all the busyness and everything else this week, I'm working through this idea of busyness and self-esteem and self-worth. Look, I'm just leaving that right here because I'm still working on this in my mind. It's I don't know what it is. And I'm also really tired, but I am still trying to figure it out. And that'll be for another video. All right. So do I think I did okay this week? I'm going to say yes. Definitely yes with the videos, because I did get 2 videos out. As far as the sleep goes, yeah, no. I did do a lot of walking, which is great. So I'm going to say week 3, definitely better than week 2, and not as good as week 4, which is coming up. So, all right. So on to the evils of private equity. So if you saw my video yesterday, you can see how awful my hair looks. It's because I needed to color it. And, you know, I have debt, so I color my own hair. And seriously, I've been coloring it even when I didn't have debt. So it's been a long time. I started going gray at 19. Doesn't bother me because I have a full head of hair. Actually, this is the thinnest my hair has ever been. But anyway, so yeah, I color my own hair. I love Wella. You know what? They've been around forever. I get it at Sally's, and I just found out there is a Sally's 3 blocks from work, so I'm really excited. So anyway, it turns out Wella was purchased by private equity. So that means a bunch of guys make millions while destroying a product and laying off everyone. So they reformulated the color, which means they've used cheaper ingredients, cheaper packaging. I actually put my nail through the metal container that it's in, or the tube. I've got the color underneath my nail now. Oh, and they raised the price. So I just colored my hair about 3-4 hours ago, and my hair is pretty much white at this point. So I colored it, and look, it turned the white gray. It did not turn the white, the color I've been buying for like the past 20 years, if not longer even. So yeah, so yep, look at that. Can you see how awful that is? Yeah. Thanks, private equity. Please Google Red Lobster and private equity, and you will be horrified. And also, even Subway sandwich shops and private equity. The Red Lobster one, though, is like what they did is truly horrific, and they all made money, and everyone else lost their jobs. Anyway, so, all right, let's end on a happy note. I created some printables for the 12-week year. I still have to finish them. Like the basic thing is done, but I need to make them writable because it's not fair. I hate when I have to print something up because I don't like printing stuff. You know what? It takes a lot of ink. So I do like leaving stuff on the computer. So I try to make everything writable so you don't have to print it up. So I am still working on it. It's going to be a free printable. They look really good too. So once that's done, I will put the link somewhere so you can download it. And if you want to print it, you can. I'm not telling you can't. So yeah, so that's it. So that was my week 3 and my week of weird sleep, no sleep, lots of sleep. Yeah, and a couple of drinks. Again, it turns out I'm only a drinker when someone else is paying. So anyway, all right. So that's the update. And I will see you next week in week 4's update, which is going to be better than week 3, but not as good as week 5. How's that? All right. I hope everyone has a terrific week and see you next week. Bye.